Art's coming.
Art's coming. Okay. Thanks, Leslie.
Chair Warcup?
I'm ready. Yeah. Are we ready to go?
We are. Thank you.
Okay. Good. 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 I would like to call the meeting to order for the Board of Education meeting for December 16th, 2020. And I'd like to start by acknowledging that we are on the traditional territory of the Tsimshian, Gitxsan, Haisla, Nisga'a peoples, and the territories of where some of our trustees are in Kamloops, Surrey, and Smithers. And I apologize that I actually don't know the people's names for those areas. And we are appreciative of conducting our business this evening on these territories. I would like to call this meeting to order and initially consider participation of the trustees by virtual, as we are doing. And we require a motion for that. And then I have some opening comments that I would like to add into the agenda there. So could I have a motion to approve that we will, as all trustees, because we have a quorum, be permitted to participate in this meeting with virtual communications?
I'll move.
Sandy?
Yep.
I'll second that. Angela.
Angela, thank you. Our process with virtual is to ask if there's any objections. Otherwise, the motion is passed. So I just have a couple of opening comments that I would like to share with you. First of all, I would like to acknowledge that and share with everybody, and I have no idea how many are on, and do we actually get to know how many people are on our YouTube channel to be watching us as guests to the meeting, because it is being live streamed as well. And I'm just interested to know if we have any other participants, but I'm not sure how we figure that out because technology is not always my best friend.
We will look and get back and put it in the chat for you.
Perfect. That'd be great. Firstly, I want to say that I was honored to be elected to the position of board chair at the last month's regular board meeting, and I look forward to fulfilling my duties in that role. And first of my duties is on behalf of the board, we wish to acknowledge and extend our sincere thanks to Trustee Shar McCrory for her contributions and dedication as board chair for the past 5 years. December 2015 to November 2020. Boy, those years went by fast. And it is the board's pleasure to present to you Trustee McCrory with the coveted CMSD 82, and Janet's going to hold it up, Gold Apple, as an expression of our sincere gratitude for your outstanding efforts. We will, as we can travel, get it to you. And I highly appreciate your input and your continued participation on our board. Thank you, Shar. Secondly, I have the great honor of announcing, and there's fairly mixed feelings with it, that the board is accepting the retirement of Trustee Art Erasmus for the Terrace electoral area. His resignation or stepping down will be effective December 31st, 2020. Trustee Erasmus has shared that he is resigning early from his trustee position to move and to be closer to necessary medical assistance. We wish him the best. We want to express our sincere gratitude to Trustee Erasmus for his outstanding service to our district and the province and the students within our school communities. There's been a few honors that Trustee Erasmus has received over the last years of his many years of work. He's been honored by the BC School Trustees Association for his consecutive terms of service from 2005 all the way up to 2018. And he was devoted all of those years to serving on our Board of Education and the service that we provide to our students. On behalf of the Coast Mountain School District and the board, we wish to acknowledge and extend our sincere thanks to Trustee Erasmus for his contributions and dedication as board chair for the period December 2011 to November 2015. In appreciation of all the work that Art has done, I've known Art for many, many years, and I really do know his dedication to students and education in our province. We would like to present him with a beautiful framed picture of Terrace as an expression of our gratitude for his outstanding efforts. We will get that to you. I'm not sure, I'm seeing Ray on my screen. I'm not sure if we have a copy of it yet for you, Ray, or Art, but many, many thanks for your years of service with us. There will be a by-election. Oh, everybody's clapping. Thank you. There will be a by-election for the Terrace electoral area, and it'll be held mid-January 2021 to mid-March 2021 to fill the vacancy as a result of Art stepping down, Trustee Erasmus stepping down. But before we are beginning our meeting, we hope that our meetings are staying staff and nice run-on sentence. Before our meeting, we hope that our meetings are, all of us in our meetings are staying safe and doing very well in these challenging times. The safety and well-being of our staff, students, families, those in our community is our number one priority that we wish to attend to. Superintendent Myers, in her December report to the board, is going to offer excellent supports and recommendations as a means of coping during the upcoming holidays. We know that there's stress. We know that there's anxiety out there for some, and that some may need help. And we encourage you to reach out if you do need so. I now would like to call the meeting to order, unless anybody, other trustee, wants to say a thank you to Art.
I'm going to wait for a trustee report to acknowledge Trustee Erasmus. Thank you.
Perfect. That's good. Any others, or shall we move on to the approval of the agenda? We'll move on because I'm not seeing anybody else coming up. May I have a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second, Art, thank you.
Second.
Hearing no objections, we'll move forward. I understand there's no questions to receive for us to address under item 5, so we can move to approval of the minutes of the regular meeting, November 25th, 2020. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion, Sandy.
Thank you. Seconder?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Art. Okay. Any questions or concerns, or by consensus, the motion has passed? We have passed that motion. Item number 7, summary of in-camera meeting November 25th, 2020. May I have a motion to accept the receipt of these minutes?
So moved.
Thank you, Ray.
A second.
Andy. Any objections or changes? Motion is accepted as going forward. Number 8, business arising from the minutes, an update on the Hyder-Stewart Alliance Integrated Trans-Border Community. For information, Janet?
Thank you, Chair Workup. Just a follow-up that our students are attending Bear Valley School, crossing the border on a daily basis, uninterrupted for the most part, short of a tree that fell down that impeded their attendance at school for several days last week, I believe. But all is well in Stewart and Hyder and the cross-border initiative in those communities.
And I would like to add to that, that this is a good sign that people work together even around objectives. The kids are going to school and they're going to the right school and they're small communities, and well done community.
Thank you, Art, for that. Moving on, any correspondence received? We had none. So we'll move to number 10, the Superintendent of Schools Monthly Report, December 2020, pages 15 to 20 of your package. Janet, did you wish to speak to those or highlight anything?
I would like to echo the board chair's comments at the beginning of the meeting around people's well-being now and moving into the winter break. You've heard it many times. I'm sorry.
We've got interference from somewhere.
Carrying on then, I would just like to echo the board chair's comments around people, the individuals, our adults, our employees, our children, the families of our children, communities that we serve, that we are concerned. These are challenging times, and we wish for people to have the resources and the avenues to pursue should they require any assistance over the holidays or any other time for that matter. I found the rubric that we have added to the superintendent's report for December to be an extremely useful tool, and one that a person could consider cutting out and putting on their fridge if they will. It lends itself to the work that we do with students in schools every day around social emotional learning and people's ability to regulate themselves. So I just strongly encourage people in our communities, our parents and our families, to support the children by using some of the strategies that are encompassed in the superintendent's report for December. Thank you.
I would just like to say that the story about the Kitimat students, the kindergarten kids that are taking the daily walk. So what an uplifting, heartfelt story. I mean, not only for like Christmas time, but just during all of this, that when you get frustrated with, the angry posts that you see, or the people that are like in the grocery stores and getting frustrated in the lineups, or whatever the case may be, to then read something like that and go, there's still lots of good humanity out there. And that was so great to hear those, like read about those little kids bringing such joy to a couple of people on their walks. So thanks for putting that in there.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
at this time, I would like to move that the Superintendent of Schools Monthly Report to the regular board meeting of December 16, 2020 be received as presented.
I'll second that, Shar.
Is Margaret muted?
That happened. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray and Shar. The motion is on the table, and hearing no objections, it is passed that we have accepted the superintendent's schools monthly report, and we thank Janet for the great work that's been done there. And we will move to number 11, the business committee report, which is Trustee Raven Raj.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is item number 11.1.1, Business Committee Meeting Minutes, December 9, 2020. It is in your package on pages 21 to 23. And I move that the minutes of the business committee meeting held on December 9, 2020 be received for information.
Seconder?
I'll second that. It's Karen.
Karen? Okay. Hearing no objections, the motion is passed.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is item number 11.1.2, which is Facilities Department Tractor Purchase Proposal. Due to a shortage of snow removal contractors this year in Hazelton area, the Facilities Department will be responsible for snow removal for the elementary and secondary schools located in Hazelton and the elementary school located in Kitwanga. In light of a shortage of the adequate equipment to fulfill the snow removal requirement, the Facilities Department has put forward a proposal to purchase 2 tractors at a cost of $164,455 net of taxes and fee. Monies have been allocated in the 2020-2021 budget towards this equipment purchase, and options for leasing the tractor equipment was researched by a school district. However, the buyout option at the conclusion of the contract would see a further cost of $20,000 to the after mentioned cost of $164,455 with interest and leasing cost. This tractor purchase proposal was presented to Business Committee meeting held on December 9, 2020, with a recommendation it be forwarded to the board for approval. I move that the board approve the interim financing of $164,455 through local capital reserves over a 4-year term to cover the purchase of 2 tractors for snow removal purposes performed by the Facilities Department at the Hazelton and Kitwanga area schools.
Seconder?
I'll second that.
Questions or discussion?
Can you tell me, it's Shar, if we know how much it costs for snow removal now? Like, what are the impacts of purchasing over contract?
Ginger, are you able to answer that for us, or?
I can somewhat answer the question. The impact is that there is no contract. I don't know the total cost of last year's snow removal, but there is no contractor that is available to do the work in Hazelton for this year. And so I'd also like to point out that there is, according to our proposed budget for this year, funds within that budget to make this purchase, but because of COVID uncertainties and what enrollment and issues with COVID may do to the budget, we are requesting to finance through local capital reserves over a 4-year term. However, we would like to make the full payment or a majority of the payment at the end of this fiscal year towards that, should the budget stay the same or allow for that, so that this is a bit of a safety net to move forward until such time as we have more certainty around the operating budget for this year.
Further question?
Margaret, Shar, a follow-up question. What have we been doing thus far for snow removal in those places?
Prior to this year, we have contracted out. Our contractor is no longer available. We did try to contract to another business within Hazelton. and they accepted but then backed out, and we have not been able to find anyone to fulfill that contract for this year.
Okay, further clarification. What have we been doing snow removal this year for Kitwanga and Hazelton then? Because we've had, it's snowed, it's winter.
Yes, I understand that. How we've been doing it thus far is we're using very old, unreliable equipment that we currently have.
Janet, you had a comment?
Yes, I have a comment from the Director of Facilities who's monitoring the meeting via YouTube, who has indicated that the expenditure is an upgrade of existing equipment. The average snow removal in Hazelton and Kitwanga is approximately $35,000 per year.
Thank you for the clarification. Great, thanks.
Okay, any further questions or comments? Hearing none. If there's no objections, the motion is passed. I hear none. Moving on to 11.1.3, policy 2040, the new policy for whistleblower protection. Ray.
Yes, we have been working on this policy for a long time, and finally it is coming to the board. And it says that the board of Coast Mountain School District 82 is committed to the highest standards of ethical conduct, integrity, and accountability. The attached new policy 2040 whistleblower protection was developed by School District 82 in order to treat all reported whistleblower incidents in a confidential and sensitive manner. The Policy Review and Development Committee and Business Committee reviewed the attached new policy at their respective meeting held on December 9, 2020, and forward to the board with a recommendation for first reading. The first reading is that if the board passes this tonight, then we send this policy to all the partner groups for input. And the partner groups are Coast Mountain Administrators Association, Coast Mountain Teachers Federation, Canadian Union of Public Employees, Local 2052, and 10 Indigenous nations located within the school district, and the District Parent Advisory Council. So this is a huge process. It goes to everybody, and they give their input, and they will have 30 in-session days. It's not 30 school days, but 30 in session. It means when we want to go for 2 weeks holiday, Christmas break, then it doesn't count. It only counts when the schools are in session. So after that 30 days, it comes back to us, and then we go further. So this is the original state. We have to move on this, and I hope that tonight the board agrees. So I move that the new policy 2040 whistleblower protection be presented for first reading at the December 16, 2020 regular board meeting.
I second.
Any question or discussion? Hearing none. If there's no objections, we'll move forward, and the motion is passed, and we'll get it out to our other stakeholders for input. Thank you. Passed. Education Committee report. Angela or Janet, do you want to talk about the canceled meeting or just note it in the minutes?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I'll just briefly say that, unfortunately, because of some potential COVID exposure letters that had to get out, and because of the temporary school closure at Sualax Community School due to operational issues, the decision was to cancel that last education meeting, but everybody will be rescheduled, and hopefully we'll have another meeting early on in the new year.
Great. Thank you. We can now move on to trustee reports. I have a short verbal report about the BCST Trustee Academy and the the Ministry of Education Framework for Action. I didn't write this out, but I wanted to share with the board members and the public who are listening that BCSTA held their Trustee Academy by Zoom on November 27th, 28th. I was highly impressed on how many people could participate throughout the province and how we had phenomenal speakers on renewed focus leading through crisis, and we're able to hold our branch AGM. And on that note, I want to thank Shar for being our past chair and congratulate our new elected chair for our branch. And Shar, again, thank you for the work that you've done that way. All of the speakers and their discussion notes, etc., will be up on the hub, which is what trustees can access. So there are some really good ones there for trustees that missed it. And one in particular is the new mental health plan that is being developed in BC for assistance throughout the province for all professions, all families, all people. And certainly as educators, we're linked into how that is happening in our province, and it's encouraging to see that that's coming forward. A lot of the other speakers talked about strategic planning and visioning as to where we're going to go in the future, the new future that is hard for us to say it's going to be this way or that way because everything is changing so much. And then the framework for action, Ministry of Education seminars, myself and several others have been able to attend, including our administrative staff. There's been 4 presentations to date, and there's more coming in the new year. And they're all about the direction that we're going to go with our responsibility to be strategic and have a strategic plan. And the takeaways that I got from these intense lectures, which eventually will be available to all trustees who couldn't attend during the day, is that the importance of student voice, which I know have already committed ourselves to, support for the workplace to be healthy and safe and collaborative, and how our educators and our staff and our support staff are critical to the care of our children and the services that we provide. And then other comments about how there is a new future, there's change, and how do we manage change. So I encourage any trustee who can't attend during the day, like I am fortunate to do, that as these come up on the websites, please do listen to them and think about them as we move into our new year next year, which will include some strategic planning, because obviously it's a focus of education that's happening around the province for us all. Other than that, I must admit, I have not, because I'm not visiting schools, I've let the schools just work away, and I haven't been doing any liaison with anybody unless they shout out to me. So any other trustees wish to speak?
Yeah, so I'm kind of in the same boat. I haven't done a lot of liaisoning. I stopped by in the parking lot and kind of yelled through the window at the principals and said, "Hey, have a good Christmas. Pass on my messages to everybody, please." But I do want to, I want to thank Art for all of his years on the board. My first year as a trustee, when I came in as a by-election, really overwhelmed, not knowing what I was getting into, and going to the first BCSTA AGM, and Art sat across from me at the table and ensured that I was keeping up and understanding, and he was there with me the whole weekend to make sure that I knew what was going on. And that will always stay with me, about how he kind of took me under his wing a bit that weekend. And I will always appreciate that. So thank you very much, Art. I will miss you, and I wish you the best of luck in sunny Kamloops in the summertime. I'm sure you'll enjoy it a lot. So thank you.
Any other trustees wish to speak? Art.
Oh, you want to go first, Art? Go ahead.
No, I'm going to go at the end. I just said thank you.
Oh, okay. So, yes, like what our chair said about going on the hub, it just came out today. So now if you go on the hub, you have the full information about our AGM. And I was looking at it today. And at this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Trustee Art Erasmus.
Right.
I have the pleasure of working with him for last 15 years. And he has been a good ally, and I was always in a good company. I am saddened by his leaving, but I am happy that he is leaving for the right reason, because health should be everyone's number one priority. And I wish him all the best. And I hope we stay in contact. And I don't know what to say. I'm lost of words. You were a great friend and great ally, and we worked together for 15 years. And now you're gone. I don't know what the future holds. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Any other trustees? Shar?
Hi, Art.
Hi.
You have committed your life to students, learning, and education. And through that, not only have you positively impacted so many lives, you've mentored so many people, me being one of them. And I just want to thank you for your lifelong commitment to public education. And you've done an amazing job. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any others?
Yeah, Karen here.
Thanks,
I
Karen.
also would like to say thank you, Art, for all of your service. And I have to let you know how much I appreciate your help and your assistance, being the new one on the block. If there was any detail about history of any issue, Art was the guy to go to. He knows all of the history, and he was really great about sharing just the background information for every decision, I believe, that has happened in all of the years that he served on the board. So I wish you lots of health and happiness in Kamloops. And I just wanted to say how much I appreciated, like Shar said, your mentorship, and good luck to you and Leslie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any others? No.
Yeah.
Art? Oh, Angela,
I'll-
sorry. Yep.
Sorry. I'll just say, I'll echo what everybody has said. You're going to be really missed, Art. And I enjoyed having you as a table mate. We always sat together at meetings. So that was wonderful. You have a wonderful sense of humor, and it's going to be really, really missed. As well as the wealth of knowledge that you have brought with all your years of experience. You're really going to be missed. And we all truly do love you.
Thank you.
Speak now.
It's your turn.
Okay,
This is
now
my
it's
turn.
your turn.
Yeah.
My turn. Well, thank you very much for your kind words. And as many of you already knew, the departure due to my move to Kamloops to be closer to medical help is the need that I quit in midterm. My time with this board has been rewarding. It's been an honor to work with high caliber of teachers and administrators here in School of 82. And I wish all of you the very best as you continue your work on behalf of students so that they become better adults. Thank you very much.
And before Art leaves, I have something else to say.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to thank Leslie from bottom of my heart, because she always kept Art in line. In future, she will keep on doing that.
Yeah.
All the best to you, Leslie.
You're very welcome.
Now Leslie's
Thank you, Ray.
head has just gone way up, and I have to live with this Ray. Thank you very much for that.
And now I'm muting him, okay?
Okay. Janet, any last comment? I'm sorry I missed you earlier. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Chair Workup. I would like to personally acknowledge the contribution of Trustee Erasmus in our school district and echo Char's comments around his commitment to public education. I'd like to go beyond that, and while we are acknowledging you tonight as a trustee, I'd like to acknowledge you as an educator in this district as well. And thank you for the time you've spent in both roles. And I'd just like to acknowledge you. You're an honorable person, and I have personally appreciated over the past, really the past year and a half, your support. So thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution to our students and their learning in the school district in whatever capacity it was.
Thank you.
I can share the picture one more time.
Margaret, can I say something as well?
Yes, please do, Ginger. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
I just want to say one.
Ginger's going to make me cry, though. Don't let her speak.
I just want to thank Mr. Erasmus, Trustee Erasmus. I haven't been here very long, but he has made me feel very welcome and very supportive. And I just wish him all the best in his new location.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Thanks, Ginger. Now the tough one. I need for 13.1 a motion to accept his resignation. Who would like to so move and second? Art, I'm not going to accept yours.
Well, we have no choice.
Yeah.
So I will move that.
Ray, and a seconder?
I'll second.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Char.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to second too, out of respect.
Yes, okay. So hearing no objections, that motion is passed. Yes, makes you a little teary. Next step is the appointment of the election officer, school trustee by-election, Terrace electoral region. The motion is that we appoint Kathy Jackson to be appointed as chief election officer effective December 17th, 2020. For the school trustee by-election for the Terrace electoral area to be held mid-January 2021 to mid-March 2021 approximately. Can someone so move that motion?
I move that.
Seconder?
It's Char, second.
Okay, any questions on the process or on what's happening? Hearing none, if all in agreement, we will pass that motion. And I know from talking with Carol and seeing Kathy the other day, just in passing, they'll be right on it after this meeting. So that's great. Okay, any last comments that anybody has? I have one other little scribble that I missed. And I encourage the 6 public members that are listening, and I appreciate you being interested in education and how it's going, is I, in my trustee report, was just going to say that I have read the new Minister of Education's mandate letter, and I'm highly appreciative that some of the value statements in the preamble to their actual tasks of doing things are really what we believe in too, reconciliation for Aboriginal things and stuff like that. So I encourage everybody to read it and see where the minister has been told to march and help us to be able to provide good public education. Other comments at all before we leave?
It's Char. I'd just like to wish everyone a very safe and family-oriented, safe, healthy holiday time.
I echo that as well.
Thank you.
Me too.
Wishes for and health.
Be safe and be kind, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Done.
So done. Thank you, Art. Done. Take care, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye, Art.
Bye. Bye.